Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Real Hazardous. Today we're going to show you how to fight fish. So let's say, you're going on a charter, going fishing, maybe going offshore for the first time. I've taken a lot of people who have never been offshore before, and they had some things to learn about fighting a fish. So I'd like to share it with you guys now, so when you go offshore to catch fish, you can be successful. Now, a lot of what I'm going to tell you actually applies to all types of fishing. So even if you're not an offshore person, if you're just new to fishing in general, this will help you a lot. So what I got here is a kind of a basic kingfish rod that we're going to use for an example. Got some orange line, 20-pound line. First rule is keep your line tight. You probably heard the phrase tight lines. Well, you want to keep your line tight. Even if you're inshore fishing or offshore fishing, bass fishing, when you have a fish on, keep it tight. If it goes loose, they can throw the hooks out of their mouth, okay? Hook doesn't lock into place. It's like a U, right? It stays tight. If it gets loose, they'll shake it out. Now, that being said, to keep the line tight, you want to keep your rod about 90 degrees for how the fish is. So as you can see now, I'm kind of simulating that I'm fighting a fish on the surface, okay? Say I was fighting kingfish or sailfish or something like that. The fish is on the surface. My rod's about 90 degrees to the line, okay? I've seen people, they just get tired and they're like this, reeling. Look like they're pointing a gun, getting ready to shoot like Elmer Fudd or something. But this is bad, okay? The biggest reason is that rod, you see the rod bends, the rod absorbs shock. If the fish jumps or shakes his head or makes a sudden surge, the rod's gonna bend rather than just, put all that direct tension on the line. And if it's tight and the fish does start shaking, well, the rod will flex rather than the line, going loose when the fish jumps. So hold your rod like this. Now, if you're fishing for bottom fish, well, those fish are straight down. So in which case you would hold your line like this and your rod would be bent towards the water. You would not at that point be holding your rod down like that, okay? So we're keeping the line tight. That's great. So the next thing is, okay, now the fish is out there and you're keeping it tight. All you want to do to start with is reel, okay? That's all there is to it. You just reel and keeping it tight. Sometimes, a lot of times actually, I've had the fish charge at the boat, okay? A rookie mistake people do is the fish starts running towards the boat and the line feels a little looser. And I'll be like, is that fish still on? And they'll be like, I don't know. And they'll just like stop and let it loose and wait for the fish to pull back to see if he's still on. But if you do that, the fish is going to get loose. You just let the line go loose. It's no longer tight. The fish gets off. So rather, if you're not sure if the fish is on, just reel faster. Just reel as fast as you can, okay? And either you're going to see an empty hook come to the boat, or all of a sudden you're going to catch up to that fish and you're going to keep fighting them. So no matter the case, keep it tight. If you don't feel a fish, just reel all the faster. In the worst case scenario, the sooner you get that back to the boat, the sooner we can rig it back up, put it back out, and catch another fish. Now, if the fish doesn't want to come, like say you try to reel and you're not gaining anything on them. So what you're going to do is you're going to start humping, kind of what we call pumping. Basically, you're going to reel down and then pull the head up. Now, when you get a little more confident at this point, a lot of times you may slightly increase the drag, or you may put a little bit of pressure on the line. Don't thumb it. You're not going to force the fish up. You're just going to turn his head and slowly bring him up. So you just bringing it up, reeling down. Notice the line is always tight. And here's where mistakes happen by new people, rookies, is they get to where they're just kind of jerking and reeling. They're like, they'll drop it. See, the line goes totally loose, and they'll snatch it up, and they'll drop it. And they'll be like reeling the whole time, whether they're going up or going down, which, I mean, I get it, it's new. You're so excited, you're trying to catch the fish. But calm down, and all you want to do is you're pulling up nice and slow, and then reeling down. See, there's always a bend in the rod, which means it's always tight. Just bring it up, just like that. So, whether you're bass fishing, inshore fishing, bottom fishing, catching triggers, grouper, whatever, you want to keep your line tight. You want to keep that rod perpendicular to the fish, okay? and you're just easing them up. Okay, so pretty simple. You know, no, you're not jerking, you know, not fishing. There's no sudden movements really. You're just reeling fast if necessary and keeping your line tight. Sounds basic. It really is quite simple, but a lot of people don't know it. I see a lot of the mistakes made, so I want to share it with you guys. If you're getting ready to go on a fishing charter, then have fun. It's a lot of fun. Fishing's fun. You can catch some good eating food and have a great time. Just remember those tips. The captain will be really happy. He'll think you're a pro, or maybe he'll think that you've seen the show. But anyways, he'll be happy. Everyone will be happy. It'll go great. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.